Now, chain snatching has now become the #1 crime in the city. The police too are perplexed on the sudden rise in the crime. Now, just in the last 2 days, at least 10 women have become victims of bike-borne chain snatchers, reported from different parts of the city. Bengaluru police too are now in shock. So what is the reason behind the sudden rise in the crime? While the police are investigating, women on the other hand are suddenly feeling threatened. In fact, what we're showing you is a reconstruction of chain snatching events that have taken place in the city. Now, we also spoke to one victim of chain snatching. She swears never to step out wearing gold jewelry ever again.
Many women in the recent past have fallen prey and been victims to this crime, chain snatching. #1 crime in Bengaluru right now, and the police seem to be in a fix. I have with me one of the victims who faced a similar situation, Nafisa, right here with me. Nafisa, you faced a similar situation right here on Alsur Road when your chain was snatched.
Yes.
What happened?
Yes, you're right. Once in the evening time when I was passing around here, I could find two guys who were just coming in a vehicle and they tried to snatch away my chain. Okay. They pretended to ask me the address. So they generally stopped the bike. I could not recognize that he was a robber or a thief because in the way he had worn the helmet also where I could not make out his face.
Did you get any doubt at that moment?
No, when he tried to come closer to me and he tried to snatch away, no, he just flicked it and the guy came from here and they just walked.
You didn't resist?
No.
Why?
I could not, because the way he approached me first of all was as a common man who has come to ask me the address. I thought somebody who wants to go. He showed me and I did this card also, visiting card, where it comes, ma'am, this side or that side. Oh. In that way, he
seemed like a professional criminal.
Yes, he's a professional criminal. I think they're all getting trained here.
Okay, tell me one thing. Did you complain to the police? What happened?
I could not complain to the police because I could not have the detail about that guy, nor I could take a picture of that person, nor I could make out visible face because he was wearing a helmet and a back seater also was wearing a helmet.
And you didn't have the bike number, no, Nafisa, but no matter what, you must register a complaint. Have you learnt a lesson?
Oh, yes, I have learnt a lesson, but I could not register the complaint because I thought it is just a casual. If I go and tell to the police now, it happens so that they could take it lightly.
They'll treat it as a petty crime, yes.
Because see what happens, I don't have any proof. I can not go to them and I can say this has happened. So we need some strict vigilance.
Tell us a few tips on how to walk around, probably if you're walking on a road.
If you're walking on a road, you have to go in groups. That is the best way. Or you need to have somebody next to you who walks hand in hand to you. Yeah. And one thing that is very important, because the crime is increasing, whether it is a small age girl or whether it is a again, nobody's been spared in our city.
I think a few ways that you can really be cautious is by covering a dupatta.
Yes, covering the dupatta, again little bit you try, a shawl is required, again you feel that it will be comfortable, and then exposing our jewelry. Right. If you are go in the group or you go in the vehicle, which is more safety than becoming the victim of such crimes in our city.
Absolutely. Nafisa, thank you so much for sharing your experience there. There you go, Nafisa, quite shocked and scarred over what happened to her right here while she was taking a walk in the evening on Alsur Road. This is not one-off instance. Several cases being reported right in the last past 2 days, about 8 cases of chain snatching reported. What is the police really doing? Let's find out in just a little while.
In fact, now Joint Commissioner of Crime, Hemant Nimbalkar, has also commented on this. Let's listen into that.
The burning issue of chain snatching is not just bothering the public. Even the police seem to be in a spot. I have with me the Joint Commissioner of Police Crime, Hemant Nimbalkar. Sir, can you tell us, chain snatching has become the #1 crime now. It's bothering a lot of women to step out and walk around in the city, carefree.
Yeah, I agree with this, and there is some spurt in last 2 days. But the police on the road, there are nakabandis going on, and there are very vigilant patrolling going on from morning 6 o'clock onwards itself we start. We are on job, we have some clues, and there's no need to panic. Recently we have caught one gang from the gang which was operating from Mumbai across India, and we have recovered around 60, we have detected around 60-65 cases in Bangalore itself. So there is a possibility that somebody is coming from outside doing this and then running away.
Considering it's such a burning issue, does the police treat it as a petty crime or do you take it up really seriously?
Absolutely no petty crime. It is very, very serious crime. We treat it and it is on priority. It is on priority, and continuously the detections are going on. But what has happened is, I think there are multiple reasons, like the increase in the rate of gold. So one chain snatch, and the culprit is taking away some anything between 75,000 to 1 lakh rupees worth chain, or maybe sometimes more. So this fast money, greed to fast money, is working on the minds of these culprits, and they're not actually knowing the bad side of it.
All right, so finally, a word of assurance to all of those. Yesterday and day before yesterday, over 7 to 8 cases all across Bengaluru just yesterday took place.
That is what I'm telling you. Last 2 days we are seeing the spurt of it, and some 7 to 8 cases in last 2-3 days, and we are working on it with the history and we are also working on the known such criminals. One more thing I would like to say, that I have studied the pattern also, and all the cities across India, there is a spurt in the chain snatching. I'm interacting with my counterparts in other states also, and the data is being collected for other states, or from other states also, that who are the people who are involved in other adjoining states and who are involved in this crime. The most important thing is any new movement, any new person in the locality with such bikes and such things, please intimate us regarding this.
All right, so thank you so much for sharing those details with us. There you go, Hemant Nimbalkar telling us clearly that the police is very vigilant. They're being on their toes to nab these culprits, while he assures us that we wait for results. In the meanwhile, all we can do is be cautious. With camera person Devaya, this is Nabila for News 9.